if you have motors that aren't spinning in their proper position, for example, motor 1 is actually spinning motor 3, etc. In Betaflight, you can remap the motor resources. So I've got a quad that is actually mapped incorrectly, where motor 1 is spinning motor 3 and motor 2 is spinning motor 4, vice versa. And so we're going to fix that in Betaflight today. So we're going to open up Betaflight, go to the Motors tab. We're going to run each motor individually to see which motor actually turns. We're going to start with motor 1, which should be the rear right. But it actually turns the rear left. We're going to turn motor 2, which should be the front right, but it turns the front left. We're going to do motor 3, which should be the rear left, but it's turning the rear right. And motor 4, which should be the front left, but it's turning the front right. I'm going to fix this by checking the resource mapping of the motors and changing them. So I'm going to type in resource. It's going to pop up all of the resources of the flight controller. At the top of this list is the resources for the motor. You can see motor 1, 2, 3, and 4, with motor 1 being CO6, motor 2 being CO7, motor 3 being CO8, motor 4 being CO9. So here I'm just going to kind of map it out so I know what I'm going to be doing. C06 is motor 1. C07 is motor 2. C08 is motor 3. And C09 is motor 4. So I know that motor 2 needs to be over at motor 4, motor 4 needs to be at motor 2, motor 1 needs to be at motor 3, and motor 3 needs to be at motor 1. So I'm just going to write this out so I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm going to set up motor 1 through 4, motor 1 being C06, motor 2 is C07, motor 3 is C08, motor 4 is C09. So I know that we're just kind of swapping left to right. So motor 1 is now going to be C08. Motor 2 is now going to be C09. Motor 3 is now going to be C06. And motor 4 is now going to be C07. So we're just going to go back over to the CLI tab, type in resource motor 1 C08, hit enter. It's going to tell you that it's remapped it. Had to unmap motor 3 in order to do it. Let's go to the next one, resource motor 2 C09. Enter. We've remapped that one. Let's remap motor 3, resource motor 3 C06, and last one, resource motor 4 C07. Once we've done that, we're just going to type in save. Now let's check the resource first. Make sure it changed it. And yes, it's changed all of the motors 1, 2, 3, and 4 to our new mapping. Let's save this. The last thing we need to do is actually make sure that our changes took effect. So we're going to go back to the Motors tab. We're going to run each motor separately. So we're going to start with motor 1. Should turn the rear right, and it does. Let's do motor 2. Run this one up, and yes, front right is turning. Let's try the number motor 3. Yep. And motor 4. All motors are now working like they're supposed to.